fuel everywhere.
Car has driven 760 miles. It has run the quickest pass in the history of Drag Week for a car that has completed the week. There's only one reason why they're making this pass, and it starts with a 5. And he gets out solid with a 105 short cut. He goes for the 8 mile, 194 miles an hour, 599 with an 8, 250. That is the first 5-second time in the history of Hot Rod Drag Week.
Just in case you wanted to know, and that's going to be hard to weld. Schroeder's boy in the hole. You want to know what we're doing? We're putting the engine in the car, and the toughest part of the entire thing is remembering where all of these hoses and sensors and vac lines and
apparently bolts.
And bolts are a problem. Aiden likes to lose a lot of them.
I wasn't even
so
here.
We're gonna blame him. But yeah, we're just putting this baby back together so we can go racing. What, next week? Testing next week or something. I don't know. There's a race coming up. So
March 14th.
This is the true meaning of 10 pounds of you know what in about a 1 pound bag. There's a lot of stuff here. Hey Brian.
Oh, hey Brian.
Just hooking up the starter right now. Doing some wastegates, some turbo adjustments. What else do I got? I got an oil line to put on. I have, I don't know, belts, the front little gear for the oil pump has to go on. We have to adjust the alternator for the belt. We have to put the fuel pump on, hook up the line, and then run the line up here to the top of the fuel filter. That could be it for now. Putting these plug wires on is kind of tough. You gotta get them just right and they'll pop on. Talking,
but will it clear this?
We're talking top fuel numbers now, aren't we?
Shit. Now it'll get all the boost.
It's getting as much as this little guy can make. Chip this out, bring this back, put a little bit of bend on this one to get it just slightly. It'll have to roll up.
What them pies over there for?
Well, I don't want a bunch of pieces, but this is all I get, so I have to put that much radius, which won't even look like it has a radius on it, to just miss that thing and stay underneath the hood. Well, today is cold side boost tubes for the new throttle bodies. Did we already go over this? We did not. Maybe I had a dream last night that we went over this. But yeah, we went from 88 millimeter throttle bodies to now 92 Motion Raceworks throttle bodies. So it requires a larger tube to feed it. So we went from 3-inch tubes to now 3.5. So that's what I'm working on today. And I'm trying to make them somewhat symmetrical, which you cannot, but visually welds being in the same places.
I'm trying to explain why it took 27 180s to make
It
one piece.
took just endless hours of machining last night to machine that part that, but now it's awesome. That'll work. We needed a tiny bit of clearance on the little bolt for the coil on the valve cover. See, there's our little tiny bit of clearance. Did need a whole hell of a lot, but it's not worth making this out of a bunch of pieces. 4 days later, huh? Should use the impact on this one. This is where I wish I had some magic dust to sprinkle on here.
Oh, hey, Devin.
Oh, hey, Kevin.
Hey there, Bob.
Hey, just start cutting. If you wreck it, we can make more pieces, I guess. Hey, let's go cut it up. Steve made these for his car, but Steve's cable goes down the engine this way, and then all of this is on the front of his engine, so really his cable comes from the back. Well, our cable comes right here, so I'm gonna have to cut this off, which makes it a pusher. I'm gonna cut that off, flip that over, so this one is here to give me a push point to, because you can't use this one because it comes around the shaft, so the cable can't come around that. So that is my analysis on how to save these pieces. Cut that in half, weld it back together the opposite way, and then create my own mounting point for the cable here. What do you suppose that is? Is that some kind of... But when it's here, it's less. Here, it's more. We'll figure that one out later. Make sure they both work. It's perfect. Now on to this. So the cool part is that the base I already made for this, for the other intake, which is now over there, doesn't work. So now I'm gonna have to make something else, a standoff for this.
Clear now?
It's probably, seriously, just on the verge of touching it. I wanted to make a mark. That way we know where it's hitting.
Make a mark?
There's all kinds. Must be from before. So if anything, it's that? Is there crud on it?
It's Friday. We got to load Monday. Fired it up though. It runs. So that part's good. Bob did some stuff there. And a couple little minor things or whatever, tweak with it or whatever. We can do that before we put it in the trailer. But main thing is starts and runs. So there you go. That's 90% of being ready. The rest is trying to figure out what the hell else you need and get it in the trailer. So good to go. Thanks, guys. Did you ever do any adjustments to this? All right, we are at an undisclosed location, borrowing undisclosed automobiles, but can't tell you where we're at. But we do have some good stuff coming based on some things that we're picking up, which will be future content. So stay tuned.